What's going on, guys? It is Royalty Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I felt like it was only right that we talk about Bitcoin just because Bitcoin has been doing so well over the past week or so. I'm sure all of you are aware, but as of about 3 hours ago, Bitcoin set an all-time high at 126,300, roughly, give or take some. And since then, we are back down to 125,000. But that's okay. $125,000 is still a fantastic place to be. So yeah, I did just want to talk about just a couple different scenarios that I could see playing out in the short to medium term with Bitcoin. And let's go ahead and start by just taking a look at the market indicators for Bitcoin. The first one I want to look at is the crypto ETF net inflows. This is from all of the different ETFs between BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, all of them. The past week, you can see that we have gone from actually having substantial outflows to massive inflows, some of the biggest that we've seen since these ETFs have been live. So, for example, just last Friday, we had about $1 billion of net inflow into Bitcoin and 233 million into Ethereum. And the day before that, slightly less, but still massive numbers, as you can see, basically all week last week. And today's numbers have not come out yet, but I do expect them to be quite in the positive as well. Let's take a look at, there it is, the Fear and Greed Index. So we are still technically sitting in neutral, however, we are on the cusp of breaking into greed. I do expect that when this opens at 5:30 or updates at 5:30, that we will be back in the greed. So guys, when we are back in the greed, it is always important that you buy with caution if you are buying. However, it is not the most ideal time to buy. If we do end up getting a blow off top towards the end of this year, which I do expect, then yes, you can make money buying right now, but it is also not the best time to FOMO in, as we could dip back basically any day. You never know. So rather, what I recommend is, if you don't have any crypto at the moment, maybe get some exposure. If you do, just continue to hold and possibly even start to sell if you're up massively like me. But again, this is not financial advice. Let's see what else we can look at here. The altcoin season index sits at a 63 out of 100. I don't believe that we're truly in altcoin season just yet, as Bitcoin still is dominating. However, Bitcoin dominance has been trickling down over the past month or so. So I believe that's why it shows altcoin season on the indicator. But yeah, I think that we will experience a much more significant alt season, probably in about a month or so. All right, so here are the two scenarios that I could see playing out for Bitcoin. The first scenario, which I think is probably about like a 65% likelihood of happening, is we liquidate the shorts here that you can see. I'm not sure where it's, oh, there we go, at 126,500. We did get rejected off of that earlier, which is pretty much to be expected, but I do believe that we will retest that and liquidate those shorts. And as you can see, there's really not that much above that area in shorts to liquidate. So I could see Bitcoin pumping to $130,000 to $140,000 quite easily after that. That's scenario one. Scenario two is that the market makers and whales decide that they want to liquidate some of these short traders down here. Now, as you can see, we have substantial amounts of long trades opened in the past week or so, pretty much since we started to pump from 108,000, which was our local bottom. And yeah, I definitely think that it is a big possibility that we liquidate some of these shorts before we can go higher. Now, it's hard to say what will truly happen, and it's not really our jobs to predict that down to a T. So in my opinion, it's best to, as I said, take some profits here if you're up massively, or hold. Either one is a solid option. If you are looking to buy some crypto, maybe look more towards the mid caps to large cap alts that haven't performed quite yet, because I do believe they will get their time. And I'm not saying that Bitcoin's not going to go higher. I could easily see Bitcoin going to 140 to even 180K this year. So don't take me the wrong way. I'm definitely not trying to be bearish. I'm just trying to, speak some reason into the crypto community because it's really hard, not to get caught up in the bullishness. It happens to me all the time. I definitely consider myself a permabull, but if we start to get very overextended on all of our indicators, it's best to, trade and buy with caution and take profits. Don't forget to take profits. Okay, so the next thing I want to take a look at, which is very important in the short to medium term, is the FOMC rate cut prediction market. So the next FOMC meeting is in 22 days, and we currently have a 94% chance of seeing another 25 basis point cut. I don't love the fact that these odds have been dropping over the past couple of days. However, 94% chance is still very likely, and I do expect that we will get that cut. And moving to the December meeting, we have an 84% chance of having another cut in December. So overall, I like our chances here, and this is very important because when the Fed goes into quantitative easing and starts, loosening their policy, a lot of money rotates into risk-on assets like crypto. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video today. Stay strong, stay bullish. Try to keep, your emotions at check. Don't get too greedy. Don't get too fearful if we dip a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow.